Don't worry, okay? I know you're gonna come at me, you're gonna say they're real women, okay? You're gonna say they're real women, Dylan. You don't understand the culture. Gargara's up there in that box. I put her in that box. I put her back in the box where she belongs, in the little box. I put the little fucking anime bitch in the fucking box where she belongs. There's Fent on the line. I can't even open it. I wish I could open it. I can't open it. You want to see me open it? Patreon, bitch. What I'm saying is, you're going to come at me. You're going to say, oh, they're real women, Dylan. This has been around a long time, Dylan. You don't think I know about Kizune, or you don't think I know about the origins of Hololive, okay? And their CIA Chinese ties. And their CIA Chinese ties. Chinese. Junese. Well, what I'm saying is, I know they're real women. Okay, but first of all, my counteract to that is, are you sure? Because how have they not responded to my serious business messages? Huh? Serious business messages that I send them on the daily, every day, every morning when I wake up. I have a healthy virile feeling in the morning, healthy hard virile feeling in the morning. The rest of my muscles are drained from how viral and virile and viral, like flu, like sickness, and I'm down with it, but I'm up with something else. You're gonna say, Dylan, they're not everybody's into it, but that's my opinion, okay? I think the global cult, the global corporate elite, I think they have a plan to use VTubers. They can't just let everything's a psyop, by the way. If you get into conspiracies or eccentric, you know, beliefs, or kind of peeling the veil on anything in society, you know that everything is fake. Even me. I'm in a set right now. I'm with Kai Sinat's on the other side. Aiden Ross is above me. I can tell because it stinks like poo-poo. Not Indian style, but, you know, certain style. Feel like I'm in New York. In the suit. I'm beneath New York. He's actually below. It's a complicated system. I think their whole global plan is to get everybody into it. Some people might think it's lame, but think about it. All the Naruto blacks. All the fucking Naruto blacks, all the Dragon Ball Z Mexicans, they're tuned in, they're turned on, they're tuned in. They're tooted up, zooted up, ready to go. Everybody knows about VTubers, okay? I think the global plan is to where everybody, even the coolest wigger you know, with a Monte Carlo busted out fucking bumper, one taillight, is gonna be opening up the jar of VTuber, of the VTuber world, and they're gonna be pulling out their pineapple Kool-Aid bite, and they're gonna take a little bite of that spear. And their first attempt will probably be a VTuber fart compilation. Pull that bitch out. That shit, shawty. That bitch got gas. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Derek Eats Good with a brand new video for you guys. Let's cut the intro short, alright? So, as you guys know, I usually get a little high. I'm skipping the high today. Shut the fuck up! I'm fucking bonked here, I'll kill you! As you guys know, I'm usually trying to just, you know, get this done with while I'm a little stoned. But today, we got Carrie's Sweet Treats, the local bakery here in town. And they gave me this. I've never seen a cookie like this before, and that just looks fire. But today, instead of the weed, I got something a little different. We're gonna try. That's right. I told you guys I would do the top comment. And a lot of you guys said adrenalized human blood, which that's crazy. But I've done crazier. I won't say where I got this from, but his name was Gary, and he was homeless, and he was on the side of the street behind the local Subway/Shell, and he was barking and growling. Fine, I think he should be safe. He seemed freshly homeless, only about 20. Poor guy. Don't know where he's at now. Don't really care. Hey guys, let's go ahead. This might seem kind of yucky to some people. They might say this is gross, or, You know, where's your wife? What happened to the videos where your wife was in the video? Did you do something to her? What happened to the police report? Why did you move to Canada? Try it out, shall we? No. Cheers, guys. I'm just kidding, guys. It's just wow. It's like stale Pepsi. It's like stale Pepsi Cola. Get the fuck out of here. Let's just try another little taste, shall we? I'd give it an ethereal 8,000 out of 10.
What? So you guys want to party? You guys want free merch? Don't just say I'm gonna give you free merch.
Welcome to the Skit Zone.
Federal asset. I blast you with my ass jet. Federal asset. How come I ain't getting no federal Chinese ass yet? And you're gonna say it's a conspiracy? You're gonna say there's something a little sus going on, okay? And it is. I've been in a feud with my neighbor and his wife, and I don't know where they've gone. I've told them multiple times. There's multiple statements. There's multiple body cam. I don't know what happened to them. But they did say Frickin was mid. They did see Frickin was a mid anime, and I had to do something. Import them to Venezuela. What I'm saying is, guys, it is... Okay, so step one. Step one, they want to get you... they want to get the incels. That's the first step, okay? They want to get the incels. Okay, and unless you're in a Discord being groomed by other federal assets, that's not my side of the story. I'm more like goofy comedy and like going on a, you know, blowing up with like some kind of style that's maybe unique or a little cool, but then eventually just ending up on Joe Rogan going. And then like the woke comedy club managers, they like assaulted me and they raped me, Joe, they raped me, Joe. I think one of them was Israeli. Oh, man, that's wow, man, that's crazy. Did you say Israeli? And then the next day, Joe is gonna be like, guys, I don't know what happened to Dylan, but he seemingly wants to kill himself by jumping in front of a Mack truck tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'm not sure what happened or what's going to happen. They want to get all the incels because that's the first group you scoop. That's the first group scoop. You get a little group scoop. You get a little poopa. You get a little group scoop. And I'm not talking about AI, actual Indian. Smells good. So, no, I don't know, dude. What, you want a serious point on a podcast? On a podcast with a serious title? I got my serious hat on. I got it from Target, thank you very much. I thought maybe I was... You know, maybe I like was pushing too hard being where I'm from and my dad having like a good job making like a strong 5K. My dad made a strong 5K and we are fucking doing good. I can't move too much or I will fall through. I will glitch into the back rooms. I will no clip into the crack rooms. What I'm saying is, I thought, you know, my parents, whatever, I thought I was upper middle class. I went to Target. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm a gay guy. You know what? Maybe I'm a little slave. I'm a little piggy slave. And there's like fucking 19-year-old girls. I sold the Ray. Then you see my Honda? It's a cute little Honda. My little Miata. My little cute little Honda. My little Silica. And I'm mad. I'm mad because I legitimately want a Toyota Celica, any fucking style, literally any year, the worst, junkiest one. I went to Target. But what I'm saying is you go in these communities, and a lot of it is just, I think, possibly, just maybe, at least recent years, it's the pandemic. It's you could say it's the cultural shift to from feminism to just dark feminism. Dark feminism, and I ain't talking about no Lizzos. I ain't talking about no fucking Beyonce, yo. You know what I mean? I ain't talking no Camel Harry. You can figure out who that is. I'm just saying, you could say it's the cultural push. And it is, a lot of those things probably are true. There probably is a reason for men to be incels. You know, I would never be in that mode fully. I've dealt with it, but, you know, at least thankfully I just got out in time. I just got enough couple fat hand jobs, fat Bandcamp girl hand jobs, fat Bandcamp girl hand jobs, fat Bandcamp girl head jobs, head jobs. Okay, come back.
YouTube is changing, and Hollywood is dying. Backrooms and obsession have completely leveled out. Really? Just cut this, okay? Yeah, go ahead. Hey, listen, motherfucker. No, listen, motherfucker. Listen. You ain't killed that bitch yet? Redonda? Well, you gotta tell Redonda she's going to Wakanda in the motherfucking sky tonight. And you better tell Julio, too, we cutting his bitch ass out. Out of life, bitch. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, mother. Also get me some Chick-fil-A. Get me some Chick-fil-A with the Polynesian sauce, bitch. All right, go ahead. The industry is dying, and nobody can... No. I'm sorry. Really? You did that right? You did that right now? No. No, it's okay. I'm just gonna fix it for you. I'm gonna show you how to use a motherfucking camera since you never use it in your goddamn life. All right, sweetie, so, bitch, you better fix that shit right now. Unless you want to go back to community college, you ain't never going to be in film school. You ain't never going to have that $65K a year, you stupid bitch. Kill yourself. Now the time to talk about our sponsor, BetterHealth.net. What the fuck?
I've got, I'd gotten lucky and had some younger life romance, and I'm a single father now, so of course, I am on food stamps, and I severely need you to subscribe to Patreon. But the way that works is, obviously these things are true, but the systemic push to make guys incels, I'm not saying they don't exist, but there's a reason a lot of the school scoochers, the guys that go and scooch, they go, hey, scoot, get out of the way. Get out of the fucking way! You, and you, and especially you. And they walk in with their fucking cool briefcase, they got a big broom, and it says some shit like fucking 1488 HH, fucking double D, Asuka, big titties, anime bitch on their backpack, and, they do their whole Discord grooming thing. I'm not saying they don't exist, but obviously there's a push, there's somewhat of a push into this dark, debaucherous mental hell that a lot of these guys end up in, and I'm not saying it's not somewhat natural, I'm not saying it's a reactive thing, but why wouldn't you? If you were evil, why wouldn't you want guys to feel that way and to go commit acts and to be patsies and to be fucking... just to the dredges of society. But how do you win them back, okay? Because especially if they're pandemic kids or they're younger boys, they're... It's crazy. That's just like a crazy stuff. They'll actually not be looking the way I do in the fucking mode I'm in at my desk right now going, hey, so younger boys, let's talk about them. He's talking about the younger boys. That's my new Patreon tier. What I'm saying is, how do you get them back in? Like me, I've neglected dating for a while. Part of that is being back in a small town the last so many years. I guess I never really left. I sort of left. I left spiritually. Being in a small town where like the top 3, just bottom 3 tier people you can be, like just rung 3, like not even top 2. Best guy you can be is a guy who maybe welds sometimes, maybe does some odd jobs, but eventually is always ending up being maintenance at a gas station. And that's cool and all, but you have fucking 4 teeth and you are a tattooed human Mountain Dew bottle. And that is your fucking life. And you could say that's pushed, and you could say that's whatever. And I love my white chat. Yo, I love my white chat. Them bitch gas. They literally got motherfucking oil on their motherfucking hand. They don't work that type of job. They just got oil on their motherfucking hand. They stole their neighbor's fucking snowmobile and shit. Or it's just yuppie fucking weird. So I avoided, and for a while I've kind of neglected dating or whatever. And it's not, I don't do that badly. Like last time I was on Tinder, I think I hit a point to where they're like, fucking neutralize that little cunt. Neutralize that Patreon. Sorry, we got a censor. That's my little censor moment. Patreon. You get the full uncensored. I never uploaded the last uncensored, but we'll upload this one. Obviously, we will. So I've neglected it, and I've kind of felt isolated, and, just to, like, beat isolation, you have to kind of get baby steps, If you take little fucking dainty little tiptoe, you can't just jump right into a, like, I could and go back into doing stand-up comedy, open mics, and jump right into a fucking depressed fat pussy. I could jump right into a depressed fat pussy in the back of a Prius. I could jump right into her Subaru fucking... I could jump right into her Outback, and we could take it out back, and I could take her out back sexually, not aggressively, but also aggressively, because I'm taking it out through sex. You gotta like take baby. I felt so isolated from women unless I'm working or doing something out and about and whatever. And I can just clean up. I've been cleaning up recently. Even when I like try, it's like I feel like I'm so out of the loop, and I think part of that was on and off jobs, having to be home for my son a lot, and not being around other. You can't be like, I'm interacting with females. I talked to my sister today. I actually talked to my sister today. It's not, that doesn't help. But the way I got recently more confident is, I'll be honest, dude. The VTuber boobies. So how do you get even... Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back at it again with a brand... This fucking thing does not fucking strangle it, just like I strangled her fucking dog. Hey, guys, what's up? Back at it again with another video. Guys, getting heavy into these weed reviews. We took a break for a little bit. I just, not really too much from the weed. I thought it would be, but, turns out it was nicotine kind of causing the issues. I thought, something that was supposed to help me focus was... just kind of messing up my mind, and that might have been when I was having the schizophrenia, which I don't want to scare anybody, but unless you're ready for this motherfucking cart, boys. Are you ready for this motherfucking cart, boys? We got the 9-gram Hell Cloud fuck rape. That can't be right. Guttural fuck rape cart. That's crazy. I can't believe they named it that. Desert Storm Edition. 2026. I don't even know what that means, but I'm so ready to hit this cart, guys. It's been a little bit since I smoked a carty. I'm just ready to hit the yardie and fucking get to it, dude. I'm 32. Dude, this is like... I'm not really sure what they call it. Operation Storm 2026, bro. That's like, there's no Desert Storm. There's no storm. There's hell clouds. That was a hell of a cloud. Should we take another? When I marched over there, I didn't know what I was doing. I was following orders.
I was following orders. I was sent here because they needed 12 million young American men. They needed $12 billion. I'm here to protect Sandplanet. And the Sandplanet people, they make great movies. So, sir, yes, sir, I'm here, but I didn't think I had to bring up the brown child. The little brown boy.
This card's not too bad, guys. It's like, it's like different, you know what I mean? It's like not too bad of a card. It's sort of like a fruity, gassy sort of blend, like kind of like a Gorilla Glue number 4 if you've been around that era.
I fucking flashbanged him. I flashbanged that little fucker. That's what I was paid to do, to flashbang his whole body.
You guys can use gasdispomaps.net and find any strain or any
holy ancient artifact. We found it. We found it. We found it. We found it. Ben Shapiro knew where it was. We found it. Yeah, we found it. Yeah. The Jewish titty vape. The yart. It was the holy sacred yart. You know the one. Was it shaped like a Jewish tit? I'll never fucking tell you. You'll have to fucking die and
If you get a guy like me that's not, you can't really classify as an incel, you can't whatever. Culturally, you could say fucking, you know, definitely was on 4chan. I have a fucking, 4chan's been gay and a federal op for fucking the last 15 years. Whatever natural things arose from it, whatever. It's in the files. It's in the files. USA, it's in the files. Israel, it's in the files. If a guy like me can kind of get back into it by like hearing like a fucking hot big-titted redhead anime girl doing like Greek or Roman style chants and hum singing fucking in my ear, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say exactly what VTuber, what type of VTuber. I think a lot of guys could definitely find some way back into being like, oh yeah, women are, I guess I fucking, you know, whatever, and like they fucking, they should fuck me and they should want to have sex with me and whatever, but I guess they're women. So, I mean, if you could get a guy like me to be like, oh, I guess they do like enjoy games. They're not as good as at them as I am. They're not as good at gaming as I am. A StarCraft legend, Factorio fag. That's what they call them on the forums, by the way. That wasn't a derogatory to anybody that plays Factorio. I don't want to fucking, I actually don't want to put you in a pressurized tube and suck all the air out of it. If you play Factorio, hit me up. You will be in a bag by the end of the month. What I'm saying is, I could have just stayed in like a whatever thing or whatever, but it kind of gets you. It really does, and maybe that's like a cerebral guy type thing. Maybe not all guys that are in that mode or in that zone can get out of it as easily, but I think that's one of the better ways. You can find there's all types of voids on this planet. All right, there's all types, and the best one, you know what they are. You know that they're human. You know that there's somewhat of a female behind the screen. Okay, and I think that's the step one. You get all those guys in. Okay. Normies already like shiny shit, even if they say anime's yucky, anime's like problematic, anime's actually whatever. There's the broad variety of VTubers, and like a lot of them like kind of suck ass actually. Not like my favorites, okay? Not like mine. Maybe we'll go on a list. Maybe I won't. That's actually worse. It's the most embarrassing thing. But like there's like straight up woke VTubers. There's like VTubers that look like a slime version of Ursula. They look like blackface Ursula, okay? There's like VTuber models that have like fat roll jiggle physics, okay? Fat roll jello physics. And that's cool and that's awesome. And that should be encouraged. But the second step is there's sort of a community for that already. That the guys that are into that are already kind of, even if they don't, you know, even if they're like, I'm actually on Kiwi Farms this week. I've actually found a new lolcow. Those guys are there. But then the guys who are the lolcows are there. You got that chibi reviews guy. I don't even want to mention his name. Like, genuinely, brother, just fucking lift some goddamn weights. Follow Christ, lift weights. Follow Christ, lift weights. Find God. Literally become, I don't care if you become a psychotic, like psychosis-driven guy about religion and you take God to like the demonic extremes and you're like, Anta, banta, bunta, bunta, I'm dispatching angels from my asshole. Denta, bunta, danta, ganta, canta, poopa, tupa, poopa. Yeah, shit up. That's Trump's spiritual advisor, just for anybody that's wondering. Cute, isn't it? Israel is my daddy. Israel is my daddy. Even if he becomes like an evangelical freak and he's at like, he's on like Ben Shapiro's thing, like, these guys harassed me because I wanted to return to the Holy Land. Simple. I wanted to return back to Sandplanet. You know, that's a whole different one. Not getting, I don't even want to touch any lolcow shit. But also the guys that are there that are the that they're all kind of adjacent communities, okay? And you get the normies in. You get the fucking like I like anime. Yeah, like I remember watching like a little bit of Naruto and like Witch Hat Italian. I don't even know what that fucking shit. I just know it's a big one. And K-pop Demon Hunters is my favorite. Also, next step is, this is the way they digitize women. I understand they are people, but once you put yourself on there, piece of your, and I'm not trying to be conspiratorial or kind of sounding insane or like a lunatic, but you are putting a piece of your soul in a machine when you're making videos. And that's why, yeah, that's why I get a lot of money from APAC. So, I mean, there's all types, right? You can get any type of guy like reasonably into it. And I don't think this is like a push like AI, but I do think this is like the slow burn plan to like get a lot of guys that are out of the game into the game a bit, okay? Because look at these communities. Anything that blows up, it's always like over that whatever the fuck, the Pragmata or whatever that game. About like the, which I don't know, we're not getting into that. We're not getting into we don't do any controversial stuff over here. We don't do any controversial shit over here, okay? But what I'm saying is that a lot of these guys, they want, they feign and kind of talk about how they want to have kids. They want, the reason they're like upset about the gender norms, the culture right now is because they want to have a family. They wish they could. And a lot of that, you know, is set up a certain way for them to not want to or not feel like they can. Which that's a whole nother thing. That's just doom. That's just doomerism on a whole nother. That's just instilled forced nihilism. But to get from the nihilism, to get anywhere else, you have to start with the nihilism. So a lot of these guys, they eventually, you know, and I'm not, and hey, every VTuber can't date every fan, but there's a lot of fucking VTubers. A lot of them are lesbian. And honestly, a lot of these bitches I've heard before. I won't post any tweets because I don't want to get assassinated unless it's double ass. Double D barrel ass, cheeks straight into my face. And it's, now I'm not saying anything crazy, but they would have to marry me if I, you know, if I find out they really are a PSYOP. If you're a VTuber and I find out you're a PSYOP, you are my girl. You are my future wife. You are my current wife. And I'm going to make love to you. I don't care what you look up behind the VTuber avatar. You could look like Zoe Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz. You could look like a combination of Zoe. I don't know why I said Zoe Kravitz. I just thought it was a name that came to mind. She's not that ugly. She's pretty good looking. You could look like me. You could look like you could look like a more Jewish looking version of me. I'm a Dutch boy. I'm a beautiful Dutch boy. What I'm saying is, I'm gonna be a beautiful Dutch boy when she Dutch ovens me with that big ass. Maybe I'll put some stuff there and you can figure out who it is from the tweets or whatever. Some of them admitted, though, to being, you know, to being at least set up for their lives to eventually be some sort of asset, okay? And I don't know, maybe that's, you know, maybe that's a funny little joke. Maybe that's a little funny goof off, but women, they're women and they are real women. And I do believe a lot of the VTubers out there, this is the joke that they're actually men, but I find it hard to believe when they're actually trying to make a joke that it's really a joke and not something deeper. You're like, why, Dylan? Do you really think they're human? Do you really think they're real women? It's like, yes, that's why I don't think they're making any good jokes that nice. That's a good joke. If they're making jokes that nice, it's not a real woman. And also, let's be honest, look at the way shit changes. It looks like a cultural shift happens to where, you know, shit starts going one way and the VTubers that were more edgy or more prone, and maybe they're just growing out of it or changing. But, you know, look like Pippa Pipkin. She sounds a very British sounding name. She'd definitely tell me to kill myself if she heard that. She has it's definitely not kawaii and, you know, cool kind of Japanese chords. It's definitely British, and you're British. Pippa Pipkins. Oh, I got the fucking... He fucking fucked me in me Pippa Pipkins. Even people like her, she's kind of leaning a little bit away from, you know, culture war shit. She would never really was, but people kind of painted her as that and pinned her as that. I think it's fair that you see where the culture is going and what people follow. A lot of that's money and cash grab, and a lot of that and some of that, maybe just a sliver is... Sorry, I gotta get it out of my system. Influence. And I'm not saying what type of... I'm just saying Sandplanet people. That's still way worse. It's the fucking Sandplanet people. That sounds like that sounds like different things. That sounds like it's like whatever side you're on there, you're like, I fucking... Okay. Stay on topic. I'm sweating. They have the fucking CIA interrogation light beaming out the corner. They got me perfectly squared up in the thirds to wear my rug. Thank you, Nick Rochefort of MDE, $1 Million Extreme, and Shamonic's House, one of the best antique dealers in the world. I'm sure he needs a tag for me. I'm sure he needs a plug for me and my 4 or 5 subscribers. Probably be 2 after this. If you think that it's anything else, though, dude, just think about it. Why would so many chicks get into it? You're like, oh, there's a lot of mid chicks. Oh, a lot of chicks face harassment online. It's like... Oh, yeah? Well, then why not just become a porn star? What I'm saying, hey, and another part is, if you're pushing anything like that, I could say, you know, look at the type of stuff the people at the top are pushing, and look how many of these chicks have fansleys or are doing like actual skin tubing. They're doing flesh tubing, those bitches. Fucking whores. That's what they call it, by the way. It's a niche term. But, you know, when your Oshi goes rogue and starts busting her holes open for the internet to see, and not her digital holes, you got to wonder, like, did you make enough? Isn't that like why you got into VTubing, is to not be quite the whore, but like sort of like, hey chat, and then fucking like, you know, and then like just pretend you like just playing games, just to pretend you like playing games, and then your boyfriend stabs you with scissors. Sorry, that was a niche. That was a deep cut. That was a niche one. That didn't really land, but it did. The scissors did land. You know, your favorite bipolar chick just decides to go into that. I gotta think maybe there's a push, maybe there's something there. But alas, I do think it is a better form of entertainment if you're gonna be a woman on the internet. God forbid you're gonna be a woman on the internet. I mean, I would much, and this guy that's done comedy for almost 2 years, this guy that's done, you know, this, whatever the fuck this is for a while, and, you know, I'm actually an internet comedian. I would rather go back to stand-up. Just at least when I say a comedian, I can show them a clip of me bombing in front of fucking 12 heroin addicts in fucking mid-Michigan. Once you see the audience, you definitely know it's mid-Michigan. All right, end the stream. End the video. I think the last part is, yeah, maybe they are trying to push something, but here's my counterpoint to everything I just said that just ruins the last 30 minutes. I don't think it's necessarily at least I can tell so far, a bad PSYOP, because really what are you pushing people to do to kind of meld the gender gap and end the gender wars? I play Warhammer. I'm a guy that plays Warhammer and has a box mod vape in fucking 2026.
Black lives or no lives?
That is wrong. I don't think that it's necessarily bad stuff, because what are you pushing people to have kids to increase the birth rates? No, I think maybe that's a good thing, and maybe there's a better long-term play there. But really, you know, the two things that I think that really could be, I think they are trying to push, and this is going to sound a little crazy. It's going to sound like some replacement theory shit, but it's not. It's actually the opposite. It's sort of opposite. It's the same thing, but it's the opposite. I do think they are trying to push a lot of younger men into a certain type of preference, okay? I do think they are trying to get people like me who aren't quite incels, or who aren't quite, but maybe been isolated, maybe even pushed to the drudge of society and have find their way out, and finding their way out. They're trying to push them away from like what naturally would happen if like online world didn't exist, if there wasn't any options that did exist, you know, which would be me falling asleep on the lap of a heroin addict at the fucking local dive bar, and then waking up to her fucking punching me because I forgot to order Little Caesars last night, and I fell asleep, but she was awake all night. She was awake all night for some fucking reason. Texting Brent. Fuck you, Brent. That would be the natural path if I just stayed in my town and didn't, you know, I didn't have anything about me that was creative or outgoing or different. That's where I'd be. But I do think they are trying to push a certain preference, and but even then, maybe it's not negative, maybe it's not that bad. But obviously, these elites and the deep state, they obviously have a plan for people like me. They don't want me ending up with the slightly chubby, slightly cute, but ultimately bipolar girl from Spencer's, somehow still working at Spencer's. You're working at the mall at 29. This is cool. No, it's cool. You make 14 an hour, and that's cool. It's that they really, truly want me to have a Japanese wife.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Kinos. I am 28 years old. I am straight, and I am looking for a sexy little cat girl switch to be my dom. I've been a NEET and a VTuber fan for the last 5 years. A NEET is somebody that's not in education, employment, or training, just kind of figuring their thing out. I may embarrass others by my lack of merch or decorum, but I assure you that it's all for good cause. See, I have plans on becoming a VTuber myself. I'm going to be purchasing a model very soon, and people might not know this because there's a stigma around male VTubers. You don't really see many men in the industry at this point, and it just seems like there's this whole rainbow sexual thing, or I'm not really sure it's like you know, like my Oshi does, and that's something that I don't approve of, but I do jerk off about 7 times a day.
I hope you guys enjoyed that little segment there. That was a clip from my series Only Goes to Work. We're going to play around with it. It's not that it's been uploaded and taken down enough times, my old channel, to where YouTube just fully red X's it every time. They fully fucking strangle it. They put it in the nets from Resident Evil, the laser grids from Resident Evil, just chopping up my entire shit. But We are going to relaunch it pretty soon. There's an original series, a little something I like to work on, a little something that I take pride in. But yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. The final act of this being putting sexual perversion back into people's minds. People are trying to go into this no-fap. Women are saying that, like, you know, the feminist type, they say they don't like porn or that, this or that, or they, you know, and they don't like porn. They like reading bestiality, fucking gangbang, monster rape books and talking about it on TikTok. That is where we're at. But I do think, even the counterpoint to this, like, I did think maybe they're trying to push sexual perversion and get people into weird paraphilia or push that at the forefront of people's minds, and that's the way to reach out to younger men that are isolated and disenfranchised, is to get them into women as a concept and get to women as, you know, realize them as people through their fetishes and sick, you know, depravities. Because that's what a lot of, you know, that's a lot of the jokes, and that's a lot of the stuff. You can say it's not the main thing in like VTubing, but that's a lot of what these bitches do, and they play the joke around with it. But then I realized there's no way that could do the work, or any more work that's already been done. We don't need VTubers to push pornography or weird freak shit. That's because in America, we have Jews.